Welcome to Kemlock Park, Birch Avenue, Newstead, for what promises to be an interesting match between the 5th place Launceston United and 6th place Taroona. I'll get to when they say there's not much between the sides. I'll get to that in a minute, but we were treated to an entertaining, if not surprise, result the last time these two sides played here. Rob Soward bringing you the action from a wintry Launceston. Some rain threatening and on the way, the wind just picking up. We're here near the river, as you will see on the live stream, the tree line a couple of 100 metres away, the North Esk River there, meaning the wind is often a factor here in the afternoon, and rain on the radar. So supposed to be a bit of rain around, but potentially not till later in the day. When I said there's not much between these two sides, when we look at their ladder positions, as I said, United 5th, Taroona 6th, both sides 1-4 drawn, 1 lost 8. The big difference, though, which is what Launceston United certainly will be looking at hard today, I'd suspect, is the goals for and goals against. 39 goals for. Certainly no problems at all scoring goals, this United team. And goals against 33, whereas for Taroona, goals for 19, goals against 35. Last time they met here, Taroona were fantastic. They came up the highway, probably not to say probably, they were, I'm sure, underdogs, but came out and threw everything at United. United had come off an 8-0 win on the Wednesday night against Launceston City, and it was pretty clear that they were pretty leg heavy, pretty tired, and Taroona certainly threw everything at them. And Taroona franked that form in coming weeks. A good win over South Hobart, which was terrific for this young and developing squad. They were their junior side had performed well at statewide cup level, so certainly some very exciting green shoots on the horizon for the team from Taroona. United have had an interesting season, certainly on their day, extremely capable, but injuries have certainly cruelled this campaign, and no more so than today, where their star number 8, Danielle Gunton, out with a broken leg, result of a clash last week in the game against Strikers. So Danielle's done for the season, and leaves a massive hole in this United side, not just in terms of the skill and flair that she brings, but also in terms of her leadership. So opportunity, well, that's what they say, isn't it? It's disaster brings opportunity, and certainly today some younger players making their debut or adding to their early career games for United. Game not too far away. Teams lined up just at the moment, as always, which is always great to see. United obviously in the traditional blue, all blue home strip. Taroona in the orange and black. Always a nice way to start the game, this, I think. As I mentioned, picking up as the day goes on, that rain on the radar, potentially not getting here, hopefully, not till after this game. Ground in good shape. We were here last night for the Launceston United Riverside Olympic men's game, and certainly the only negative about the ground condition, which wasn't a negative at all really, it was the dew on the ground for the time of night that it was, and that created a few little problems as teams do take a while to adjust to that faster pace with the ball skidding off the turf. Certainly won't be a problem today, at least not in the first half here. Ground in good shape, which is excellent, particularly given the rain we had here in Launceston 2 weeks ago. Significant rain, I think about 80 mil during the week, but this ground here in pretty good shape. United line-up for today, just confirming that off the dribble app. Lexi Moyer between the posts, Rose Hyde, Lucy Smith, Maya Mitchell, Laura Dickinson, Elizabeth Fogarty, Willow Avens, Catherine Hill, Indy Young, Olivia De Moraes and Tia Bennett. For Taroona, Isolina Atavi, in the captain's armband today, the number 1. Olivia Bekaleski, Molly Stubbs, Emily Funseth, Jaden Goody, Hannah Graham Smith, Imogen Muller, Madeline Pedro, Taylor Thomas and Adeline Ayton. The other thing of note today, I did touch on the goal scoring that Launceston United have, and they've got Olivia Di Moraes, who's currently second in the Golden Boot, sitting on 15 goals. The form coming into today, interesting is the word I would use. United down 5-0 last week against the Strikers. Certainly no shame in that. The Strikers just head and shoulders above the other sides in this competition. Previous fixture won 6-0 against Riverside Olympic. Taroona enjoying an excellent win too over Riverside Olympic 4-1. But went down to Glenorchy Knights the week before 2-0. So certainly not much between these sides, as I said, particularly in their win-loss draw records that I shared with you earlier, and their positioning on the ladder. Very different Launceston United side to the one that fronted up last time these two teams met. Injuries have certainly cruelled the fortunes of some of their players, but on a positive note, at least a little more refreshed than last time. As I said, coming off that game a couple of days earlier against a fresh Taroona side who were full of running, and certainly in their game plan that day, they certainly took all the space away from United, certainly restricted the space for Di Moraes, and despite a late goal from her, she certainly had a tough day of it, finding herself with a couple of opponents on most occasions. Taroona running left to right on your screen. Advantage of a reasonable breeze. Covering Australian rules footy, we might say a 3 to 4 goal breeze. Certainly wouldn't be using that in a football context. Make for a PlayStation game of football just about, I reckon, if that was the case. But certainly favouring the end that Taroona are running to at the moment.
Stay there, Emily. See how you want to be?
It does take a little while here to get used to that breeze too, as I said, the natural breeze coming from that river end. Today no exception. Just takes a bit of time to adjust those passes and time those runs, avoiding those offside traps and so on. Hill. Captain's armband on. Work there by Taroona. Game, if last time was anything, certainly showed us how well set up they were behind the football. It's nicely done there. That was young Di Moraes. She's got Aiden on her hammer. I suspect that's a carefully crafted matchup. A taller, physical defender against the Brazilian. She's been terrific. Olivia this season. Opportunity here early for United. Nice work. On the ball. Shot on goal. Just wide. Pleasing start. Guess who? Number 21. Finds space there and just shoots wide of the goal. Tavi not having to do anything other than to watch it sail past the posts, but certainly a positive start from the team in blue. It's a bit heavy, an example of what I said there about timing that pass. Lots of orange shirts at the back. Dispossessed, opportunity here, Young, not quite getting there. Ball a bit heavy. Dickinson leading the race, and will have the throw. Should be important today, as she always is, Laura Dickinson. Real leader in this group. Week in, week out, just gets it done. Work there from Mitchell. Ball at the feet of Di Moraes. Cuts inside. Around lots of orange shirts. The dribbling clinic here at the moment. But, lots of shirts back now, orange shirts back now that'll make it hard for her, and they turn it over. Hill. Ball at foot. Sits it inside. Opportunity there. Havens couldn't quite get on the end of that. And Taroona with that weight of numbers. I think we've got 9 orange shirts back there in the front third of the, or back third for them, of the field. So certainly taking the space away. This was their tactic last time they played United. Certainly worked very hard on getting back and restricting that space. And it looks like they're going to run with that tactic today. And why wouldn't you when they used it so successfully last time? 3-1 win, as I said, certainly against the form line at the time. United had come off that 8-0 win and also had run Devonport as close as anyone had for a while, I think 2-0 in their previous fixture. So made Taroona's effort all the more noteworthy, and as I said, they franked that form. A couple of other good victories, including that nice win against South Hobart, I think, the next week. And they've come here off a win against Riverside Olympic, so doing well. Opportunity here now for them going forward. Nicely intercepted there, though, by the United defence. Moyer just pumps that out. Smith, deflection off Young. Taroona ball. Molly Stubbs, nice throw. Couldn't quite control it. Good Taylor Thomas. So it'll be a United ball just in front of our commentary position. Always nice when they're on this side of the ground. Goody goes forward through the agency of Schultz. Opportunity here for Taroona. Hill in the right spot, just plugs it out of there. Becca Leski chasing hard there. She'll be important today for the visitors. One of their best players in recent weeks, Olivia Becaleski. Had herself on the score sheet more than once, so she'll be hoping to continue that vein of form today. Turnover there, that's not a real good pass. Thomas, Smith just plugs it out of there. Stubbs, nice work there. And the United defender, beautifully done, Nina Roy. Apologies, Indy Young, I should say. Moyer scoops that up. In goal today, Lexi Moyer, number 40. Taroona rebuild. Dunseth pumps it forward. Foot races on here. Smith and Thomas. Referee just explaining the reason for that free kick. Infringement on Taylor Thomas. Pumps that out of there. Nodded up there by Fogarty. Again, she'll be important today. Liz Fogarty, central defender. Free kick here for Molly Stubbs. Dangerous position. Stubbs squares it off. Aiton sends it wide. Trying to stretch the United defence here. Deflection. Imogen Muller with the throw. That's the blue shirts around the Taroona player there. And deflection, and it'll be a United ball. Be pleased with that. Good defence.
Keep going, Molly.
Stubbs sends it goalwards. Bounce just comfortably taken by Moyer. Worth a try. Always good to see them get the keeper on their alert. Certainly nothing wrong with trying that. See Mano there watching. Foot race on here. This will be good. Di Marais, ball at foot. Uses a pace. Tries to go inside, but that's a really timely boot there. Diffusing that attack. It's well done there, Caitlin Stalker. Right here for United. Bobbling round. Mitchell plays it back out. Give and go. Mitchell almost got the rebound there. Bekaleski just sends it along. Another rebound. Di Marais upended. Play on the call. Taroona come away with it, but only as far as Hill. Dickinson back to Hill. United look to set up. Nice toe forward there. Di Marais onside. Flag stays down. Di Marais against the keeper. Good save. And well cleared off the line. It was a nice piece of play, but well defended as it turned out. Di Marais against the keeper. Tavi saving that. And then the work of the Taroona defence just clearing the ball away from the dangerous position that was there on or near the goal line. Opportunity. 10 minutes gone here at Kemlake Park, Birch Avenue, Newstead. Rob Soward bringing you the Women's Super League match of the round. 4th versus 5th. Sorry, 5th versus 6th, I should say. United in 5th, Taroona 6th. Turnover here. Opportunity. Di Marais just a fraction heavy. Nice run there and well done by Indy Young. She's been lively early for the home team.
Got you out here. Good,
Taroona on the counter. Bekaleski. Dangerous position. Deflection, that'll be a corner off Hill. He'll cut the angle down and the ball deflected for a corner. So this is where this breeze can be interesting. We did see Taroona score a nice goal in the same spot in the earlier encounter. Ball sitting up in the breeze, a little bit hard for the keeper to read. Going to happen with this one. Nicely struck. Nodded out of there by Fogarty. Should be critical for those defensive set pieces. Using our height and strength, experience. Ball misses Pedro. Strong cue, the Taroona coach instructing his players to watch their passes. Race here. Smith will be pretty happy, I reckon, to see that one over the line.
middle 5, yeah? Defender 5.
Well, ball stays in. Smith was hoping that that would trickle over. Well weighted, Pedro on the ball. Offloads it to Goody. He's got a player there in Schultz. Deflection. Bekaleski there on that one. Back to Pedro. Changing the angle. Dickinson gets around that. You don't see that too often. Dickinson wins the ball back. And deflection there. That'll be a United ball. Danger diffused for the moment for United. 0-0 here. Wintry evening in Launceston. Not the best work up the sideline there. Taroona ball almost on halfway. Bekaleski turned over. Opportunity here. Di Maria's open net. She's on the board. And a handstand. Fantastic. Olivia Di Maria's opening the scoring here at Birch Avenue. She threatened to do it on an earlier play, but that time made every post a winner. So Di Maria's puts them ahead, and United go up 1-0. Just ticked over 15 minutes here at Birch Avenue. So dangerous with her pace and goal awareness, the Brazilian. Second, as I said, in the Golden Boot at the moment, which is a terrific achievement. Collegiate experience in America. Certainly well travelled. Such a young age too, which is even more noteworthy. Women's collegiate system in America, a very strong system. Women's football in America, obviously very strong as well. So certainly great exposure for Olivia playing against that quality opposition. And a great opportunity here for her United teammates just to learn from her and watch what she does.
Relax. Just relax.
Pedro offloads to Aiton. Goes wide. Bekaleski. Always dangerous ball at foot. Tried something a bit long range there. Just have to speed everything and head over the sideline with that breeze behind it. End line, I should say. So if you've just joined us here at Kemlake Park, Rob Sauer, this week's match of the round, Launceston United versus Taroona. And United going ahead through the agency of Olivia Di Maria's, the number 21 Brazilian. A nice goal. And that's the score at the moment, 1-0 to the good for the home team. Opportunity here. Well done by Hill, diffused. Deflection comfortably taken there by Moya. Plays on quickly. Sends it out wide. Dickinson and Mitchell could have raffled that. And deflection means it's a United ball. Nice crowd sitting over there. Many of them sitting inside around the fire. No surprise. Cool winter's evening here in Launceston. And, rain threatening, as I said. So hoping for everyone that rain doesn't come till later when this game is concluded. Deflection. Di Maria's in the thick of it again. Chasing the ball, Atavi. Nicely done. Selena. Using all of her experience there is Selena Atavi. Very experienced custodian. Back there for Taroona. Turn over there, Smith. Ball at foot, tries to play Mitchell through. Doesn't hit the target. Another deflection. Smith sends it, and that's the second goal. What a strike. Willow Avens struck it beautifully. And all of a sudden, it's 2-0. Well, beautiful piece of play there, and Avens from range into the breeze just struck that beautifully. So, great start to the home team. It's even more noteworthy when you look at those couple of outs this week. Danielle Gunn particularly leaving a huge hole in this team. But United just up to the moment, and 2-0. We'll be trying to find one. Chew into that lead.
Someone's going to have this player.
Slow there. Stubbs. Smith clears the area. Mitchell overruns it. Indy Young tries to keep it in. Good start. Beats her there. Quickly taken by Taroona. Nicely won back. Good defence. Stubbs with the throw though. Blue shirt. Moraes plays it out. Young. Forward foot. Indy Young goes inside. All orange and black there though, so win it back to Taroona. Spread the ball to the other side of the field. Trying to find a weakness in the defence. Beautiful turnover there though from range. Fogarty just let that one go. That would sting in the back of the legs. Tremendous power on Liz Fogarty when she blasts the ball. Sort of shot the last time they played here. It was over the crossbar, but from range, and it had smoke coming off it. So certainly be a handful to stop if she's on target. Dean Moraes again turns, orange shirts all around her, trying to find a teammate. Turned over, quick turnover there. Schultz away down the far side. Di Moraes can do though. 1 minute she's up in a goal scoring position, the next minute she's chasing back at pace to put pressure on her opponent. So that's why she's such a good player. Certainly a player that United youngsters can learn from. Plenty of them here at the club. Some getting an opportunity today, which is great. Always great to see the young players coming through. Both sides very, very good at that development. I mentioned earlier Taroona, their underage side doing so well in the statewide cup. In the future, as young players, so always a pleasing sign. It's out. Stubbs with a quick throw, trying to find an opportunity here for Taroona to peg one back. Smith just lets that one wander out. Goal kick. Smart play there from Smith. She's limping a little bit, so copped a little. Okay, no problems at all there. Pedro under pressure there. Foot race here. Di Moraes in another dangerous position in the box. Di Moraes cuts inside, gets around Atavi, or does she? Not quite. Beautifully done there, Selena Atavi. That was a great run there from Di Moraes. just dropped a hammer. Great speed and control. And dangerous back pass there. Taroona just need to steady things down here. This could get ugly for them. Just need to play the percentages, make sure those passes are hitting the targets. On ball there, Dickinson leading the race. Plays it back to the keeper. Keeper's got time now. That needs to be cleaner than that. Creates a half opportunity here for Taroona. Goody on the ball. Dickinson in front of her. Nicely done. Goal kick. Experience of Dickinson there, just shielding the ball. Side, just blast that out into Young. That's well done from Stubbs. She regrouped there after being beaten in the air. Been able to win that ball. Terry Bennett with the throw. Di Moraes back inside to Smith. Di Moraes, a nice give and go with her. Moraes cuts inside, sends it in. All Taroona though. Pedro on the ball. Fogarty involved. Nicely done there, Bekaleski. Diffuses the danger on that one. Counter attack here. I don't mind this Taroona. Goody. Flags up. Just got to get that timing right, particularly when you've got that bruise behind you. A little bit tricky. "25 minutes gone or so here at Kemley Park. Rob Soward bringing you this week's match of the round in the Women's Super League between the 5th place Launceston United, 6th place Taroona. And if you're a United fan, you'll be pretty pleased to know that you're up 2-0. Goals to Di Moraes and Havens. Very pleasing first part of the match for the home team. Taroona looking to find something to get them back in this match. Always hard on the road when you go down by an early goal, let alone 2. Taroona certainly showed that when they were here last time that they can work hard and find the back of the net. But a different position for them in that one. It's against Bennett. Raised boot there in a dangerous position. Stubbs with a free kick in a dangerous position with a bruise behind her. Sends it in, dangerous ball. Just needed someone there onto that half a step quicker, and Moyer just clears it out quickly. Sends it down that far touch line. Havens gets a timely touch on that. Di Moraes again, 1 on 4. 3 orange shirts and the keeper. Di Moraes gaining control, beautifully done. Beautifully defended there. That looked like Stubbs, I think that was. Can't quite see her number. I won't give her a bit of a shout out when I do, because that was some very good defensive play. It was indeed Stubbs. She's very pacey, Stubbs, so obviously important to shut Di Moraes down with that pace. Got there and she did exactly that. 1 on 4 for the Brazilian striker. So not good for her, but it also means that there's plenty of other space to work and involve other teammates, get them in a dangerous position. Their other main goal scorer, Danielle Gunton, not on the field today, as I mentioned, broken leg, so hoping for a quick and healthy recovery for her. She's a real heartbeat of this team. but here on the sidelines supporting her teammates. On for the season, but hopefully a fairly trouble-free recovery for her.
Got to hit me! Got to hit me!
It's going to come out of number 10, Willow Avens, and quickly taken by Stubbs. Thomas nods it on, dangerous position. Hill and Smith just blasted out of there. Bekaleski, who reads it better than anyone. Played it back to Leighton. To build something here, Taroona. Just that last pass is the one that's bringing them unstuck at the moment. Just being able to connect going forward. Kick here for Hannah Graham-Smith. Takes it quickly. Aiton from range. Sits it up beautifully. That was a beautiful strike. And that's just a really, really thoughtful piece of work there. Breeze behind it just makes that ball drop. And just a fraction higher. Otherwise, that would have been Taroona on the score sheet. Good turnaround here though. Smith sends Avens on the way. Avens in a dangerous spot, similar to before. Deflection into Young involved. Oh, beautiful shot from Avens, and that's just on the top of the net. Substitution. Taylor Thomas making way. Caitlin Stalker. Early sub. Thomas looked like she might have copped a knock there earlier. Going with Stalker.
Stay wide, Molly. Stay wide, Molly. Then you run now.
Immediately involved, Stalker. Deflection. Pedro back to the keeper. Atavi. Misses Aiton, that's dangerous. Be okay though, back to Aiton. Turnover. Oh, beautifully done, Di Moraes. Twists and turns, trying to find some space off the wrong foot. Couldn't quite control it. And they're away, Taroona. Bekaleski, beautiful block on her by Fogarty. Fogarty's core strength is just incredible. And just makes it very hard to knock off the ball. And as I said, tremendously powerful too when she strikes the ball. She's going to send this in from range into the breeze, so I'm sure this will get some distance on it. Make things dangerous for the Taroona defenders. There it is, nicely done. Into the breeze, sits there for Smith. Forces a save from Atavi. There's a tap in Atavi again, beautiful work. Great save, Selena Atavi. Two opportunities there for the home side, and here's Selena Atavi. One save, bounces up, and then another. That's terrific. Avens from range, plays it through to Di Moraes. Di Moraes cuts inside, deflection, I think. No. I thought that might have collected an orange shirt on the way through. Yeah, that's all right. The old eyesight's not letting me down. The referee, the linesman signal, I thought was a goal kick, but signal a corner. Smith's going to send this in. Nicely done. Sits up in the breeze over Avens' head. Indy Young couldn't quite get on the end of that. Stubbs, I think that was blasted that out. Stubbs or Stalker. Well, height and build. Quick throw there taken by United. Smith. Beautifully done. Cuts inside, gets around Pedro. Di Moraes with a foot race against Aiton. Cuts inside. Tavi to beat. Beautiful save from the Tavi. She's keeping them in the game here at the moment. Played back to Young. Young to Bennett. Bennett back to Young. Deflection off Pedro. Good control there. Taroona. Stalker. Plays it inside. Pedro. Back to Aiton. Overruns it. Oh, that could have got ugly very quickly if Di Moraes had got out of that. She's been denied twice by Atavi. And third time would be the trick, I reckon. Smith here with a nice breakaway run. Ball at Di Moraes' foot. Again, Atavi. Beautifully done, Isolina Atavi. And great sportsmanship. Gee, I love seeing that. I'll come back to that in a minute. Trying to come away with it. Atavi just helping Di Moraes up. That's what it's all about. Players enjoying a rivalry, but also a nice mutual respect. Opportunity here for Taroona. All blue shirts, though. Fogarty clears it out and running on to provide an option. All pumped inside. Fogarty on the end of it. Uses that strength across it back across the body. Sits up high in the breeze. Off Avens' forward. I think that's a quarter on the bridge of the nose, possibly. Certainly one to make your eyes water on a cold winter's night. Shadows of half-time. We've played about 35 minutes here at Chemlake Park, Birch Avenue, Newstead. Rob Soward bringing you this week's match of the round between Launceston United and Taroona. Taroona fans aren't going to be pleased to know that they're down 2-0. Great goal from Olivia Di Moraes and a quick follow-up from Willow Avens. But they would be pleased to know that Isolina Atavi's been absolutely fantastic between the posts, pulled off a series of good saves, or otherwise the damage could be far greater. Could be 4 or 5. Atavi's just been fantastic. Won't be too much time added on, I wouldn't think, once we tick over 45 minutes regulation. It hasn't too many stoppages. A couple of goals and one just briefly there when Avens caught one on the end of the nose. Quick opportunity here. Goalkeeper well out. This could be interesting. Smith. Oh, saves the goal. No doubt about that. That's a big misread there for Moya. She's come a long way from home. Reminiscent of the US goalkeeper during the week, if anyone watched that game. A long way from home and caught out of position, but Smith saved the day. Lucy Smith, fantastic work. Dangerous ball. Knotted up there by Fogarty. Well, that could have just been a spark for Taroona. Keeper just a long way from home, and Smith did everything right in that occasion. Again, we'll come back to this corner. That breeze just sprung up a notch in the last couple of minutes. Ball sits up there dangerously. Blasted out there by the number 4 Mitchell. Ball heading back goalwards. Sits there for Aiton. Deflection. Dickinson. Back to Hill. Back to Dickinson. Deflection off 8. Played back through the middle. Di Moraes. She's everywhere. Sends it wide to Ovens and runs on. Smith. Oh, just not quite. Half a step ahead of her. 3-on-1 here. unlucky. She worked hard there, Stalker, to try and control that, but 3 blue shirts in front of her made that a very difficult task. Nice, ended up in the commentary box, that one. We did have one end up here once, which we managed to avoid, which is great. Smith. Keep it in. Stubbs. Deflection now off Hyde. Nicely done. That'll just keep going over the end line, I reckon. Nose Hyde just lets that travel on its journey. Sends it back to the keeper for a goal kick, Lexi Moyer. Still 2-0 here at Kemlake Park. To the good for the home team, Launceston United. As I said at the start of the game, certainly no trouble scoring goals for them. And a Brazilian striker again on the score sheet today. Olivia D. Moraes. Consider themselves a little unlucky perhaps not to have at least one. Great defensive play from United after a goalkeeping error kept them out, and a couple of corners they've had haven't provided too much danger. Certainly the breeze not working from like it did last time. Nice run here from Aiton. Nice flick through, but just a fraction too strong. Shadows of half time. Too much time left in this first half.
Good, right.
United will just want to play this game up the other end. They won't want to be mucking around with it here and there. Defensive third. Hyde, good defence. Beautifully done, Rose Hyde. Brings it out and sends it wide there. Dickinson, ball at foot. Nicely done. On the counter, Avens is checked, but it's out of a Taroona boot. United will be pretty happy if the ball stays up this end of the field, I reckon. These last couple of minutes. It's always never a good time to concede one, but certainly not a good time to concede one in the last moment or two of a half. Moraes trying to create something. Orange shirts all around it, sends it into the box. Opportunity here for Mitchell. Not quite, can't quite get onto it. At the right end of the field for the home team. Long throw, dangerous position. Ball cleared out. Dickinson plays it back, gets it back. Bennett sends Young on a bit of a mission. Stubbs. Taroona again won't want to get trapped with this in there. Defensive third. Aiton goes back to Atavi. Harvey moves it on. Stalker. Back to Atavi. Almost at the end of regulation time in the first half. So there'll be a little bit of added on time. Not too much, I wouldn't think. Foot race is on here at the moment. Can Taroona find one? In the shadows of half time. Nice run. Trying to create an opportunity, just doesn't quite sit by the home side. very happy United to head into the sheds with this score intact. Pedro didn't quite control it. Di Marais is again on the run. United. Taroona will not want to concede a third goal here. It makes that second half task just that much harder. Certainly head into the sheds 2-0 down, and with a couple of opportunities you'd be optimistic, but 3 can sometimes be a bridge too far. Sits there, not cleared by the defence. Stalker, Hill controls it well at the Smith. Smith will go back to the keeper, I reckon, and does. Chewing up some time. Keeper just pumps it long. Indy Young can't control it. Stubbs on a nice run. Stubbs, deflection. Indy Young, well battled. Got to be on the play though, can't turn your back on it. Try and keep it in here, Taroona. Trying to create something. Not long to go. Cuts inside, off Smith. Oh, dangerous here. Oh, numbers get back. Beautifully done there. And Liz Fogarty. They turned defence into attack pretty well. The two imports. Fogarty, Di Marais is off on a mission. Stubbs just belts that out over the sideline. Referee looks at his watch. Throw here to Bennett. Sits up in the breeze. Stubbs just blasts it back to Smith. Smith knocks it up in the air dangerously. Bekaleski and Dickinson. Dickinson plays it back to the keeper. Keeper a long way from home. Won't want anything to go wrong here. Back to Dickinson. Turnover. Pedro. Beautiful opportunity here. Keeper gathers it up. Nicely done. Lexi Moyer. Averts the danger. Not long to go, I wouldn't think, here now. That's going to go out over the sideline. Back in, or he'll blow his whistle. Taroona ball. A little bit more time than I thought. Stubbs. Deflection again. Opportunity here. High ball. Dickinson controls it. Deflection. That's it. That's half time. They'll head into the sheds here at Kemlake Park. 2 to the good, Launceston United, through the agency of Olivia Di Marais and Willow Avens. So we'll take a short break and come back to you after half time. We head into the sheds with Launceston United 2, Taroona 0. Back shortly.
We've made some new hires. Ooh.
Introducing Macca's Korean Barbecue Dunk Range.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. It is a thing, but yeah, with some magic radio over there. I might have anything in my head that might be the problem. Yeah, maybe.
Welcome back here to Chemlake Park, Rob Soward, bringing you this week's match of the round, Launceston United versus Taroona. And as we come out of the sheds, Launceston United with that 2-0 advantage through the agency of Olivia Di Marais and Willow Avens. The breeze has picked up a bit. I just had a look at the weather the weather forecast at half time. That rain's not supposed to be here later, which will be good all round for everyone, I'd suspect. Preferably much later this evening would be good when everyone's away and home safe. But the breeze certainly picking up, favouring the end that United will be running to this half. So certainly created some chances. Isolina Ratavi was outstanding between the posts for Taroona. As I said, it could be far worse for them had she not have had her excellent saves. One stretch in particular where there were two saves off the one piece of play. The save, and she's on the ground and got back up and then got up and saved it again. So she's been outstanding. From a United perspective, they've been terrific in creating opportunities. Di Marais, I've mentioned, she could have a hat-trick with her efforts. Willow Avens scored a great goal to make it 2-0. Also some other opportunities there, and Lucy Smith had an opportunity as well, getting forward there at one stage too. Players will be trying to stay warm. They'll have no trouble once we get started, which we are now. We're underway in the second half. Played out by Ayton. Want an early goal, you'd imagine, Taroona, to try and leverage their way back into this. They always say the worst or the most dangerous scoreline in football is 2-0. Lead of 2-0, it can create a bit of complacency. I certainly don't think that'll be a problem here for United. Well drilled at the back there. Hill and Dickinson, experienced heads. Missing Gunton, of course. Wishing her a speedy recovery, Danielle Gunson, out with a broken leg at the moment. Quick ball forward there, just a fraction heavy for Avens, and I did mention at the start of the match that breeze does take a little bit of getting used to. They used it perfectly in the first half, United, when they were running into it, but just timing those runs. That strong wind behind you does take a little bit of adjustment. Certainly had an opportunity or two in that first stanza. Probably were a little unlucky not to get on the sheet when the goalkeeper made an error. Came out a long way off the line, but thankfully for United's perspective, Smith got back and diffused that situation. Turnover there, nicely done, long range work. Beautiful work at Tavi, again, saving the day. So she's really keeping the minute at the moment. Beautiful strike there from Smith. Great power. They got a corner. Smith sends it in. Just needs something to touch on it. Not quite there. Builds it out. Like the Taroona defence. Havens. Here for Taroona. Nice little ball through there. Deflection. Goody. He was in and out of the game in the first half. Stubbs probably the most dangerous of the Taroona players. Long throw coming in. Hill just blasted out of there. Ayton on the spot. Smith nicely done. Change the angle here. Taroona. Graham Smith. Ayton. Pumps it up the line. Dickinson bounces dangerously. Ayton chips it up. Smith off the shoulder. Good pressure around the ball there from Taroona. Nicely done by Stalker. Puts it back for a team. That's well done. Bad pass. Turned over Di Marias. A run at Ayton. Ball at foot. Defenders everywhere trying to shut it down. Nice. Havens turns. Couldn't quite control it. Gets it. Almost gets it back. Smith goes past it to Di Marias. That's a push. Di Marias keeps it in. Beautifully done. Olivia Di Marias just needs someone on the end of it. Beautiful cross. Didn't quite sit for India Young, and now they're on the counter. Dangerous position. Work back through the middle from Taroona. They'll change the angle again. Just trying to find something here. Well set up behind the ball. Build that long down the line, make a bit of territory and diffuse the danger. Worked for them in the first game against United when they spread the ball, defend in numbers. Pedro, Funseth there, beautiful tackle. It's great work, but from Havens, it was great to see the striker chasing back and working hard. That's exactly what she did on that occasion. Muller to Ayton. Ayton plays it on. Change of possession. Oh, get it back. Stalker, dispossessed. Wins it back. Just blasted out of there by Fogarty. He just lets it run on. Goes for a bit of a run. She's been terrific, Selena Atavi, today. As I said, a couple of terrific saves. It could be far more damaging the scoreline. Havens wins possession. She's had a good game so far, but looked up and was dispossessed. And they're on the counter now, Taroona. Hill, beautifully done. The skipper sidelines the winner there. Shuts it down. Substitution. Willow Havens, the goal scorer, is making way for Isabella Duff. Some fresh legs on. Well played, Willow Havens. Nice goal too to make it 2-0. Sitting there on Di Maria's. Certainly got the height and the strength. Just blast that out of there as it headed towards the Brazilian. Nice ball back through the middle of the stalker. Goody there. Funseth. Dispossessed though. Miss Fogarty. Dean Murray, as I said, the imports playing through each other well. Dickinson controls it well. It's back inside. Nicely set up there. Just a fraction heavy for Duff. And Hayden just happily sees that one go out over the end line, and it'll be a goal kick to Taroona. Almost 10 minutes into the second half here at Birch Avenue. Rob Soward bringing you the Women's Super League match of the round. Chemlake Park here, Newstead. And it's a happy day so far for Launceston United, who've got a 2-0 lead. Looking to build on that now. Nice ball from Di Maria's, deflection. They keep it in, Taroona. They've got the numbers. Clear the area. Now on the counter, they don't mind this. It's great chasing from Smith. Oh, sorry, that wasn't Smith. That was Fogarty, I should say. Same hairdo, but different number. Both tall, athletic players, Smith and Fogarty. Fogarty again, a player that comes to this league with a significant amount of international experience. College system in the United States. As we said earlier, it's a great developing ground for talent. American football, we know, the women's variety is certainly very, very strong. Has been for a number of years. And it's a great development opportunity for the Launceston United team to have both Fogarty and Di Maria's here with the young players, just developing their skills and leadership, showing what's required at the higher levels that both of those players have played at. Upended there from Duff, good courage. Dickinson wins it back. Di Maria's running at it. Di Maria's with Atavi to beat. Atavi beautifully done again. Made herself big there, and Di Maria's just couldn't quite control it, and Atavi grabbed it on the rebound. So another fine piece of goalkeeping from her. Di Maria's has won one of those battles so far with a nice early goal. But as I said, could have had a Atavi's work between the posts. Dispossessed there. Goody. Dickinson brings it back. United ball. Throw from Dickinson. Murray has something to run onto. She'll whip that across the box, I reckon. Oh, beautiful play. Just couldn't quite get that ball away. Smith from range, block. Long range shot. Nicely taken again. Good power on that from Fogarty, but Atavi was up for it on that occasion. Got a body behind the ball and took it beautifully. Taroona searching for their first score of the evening. It's still 2-0 here at Chemlec Park. Winter's evening at Birch Avenue, rain staying away so far, which is good for everyone. Smith dispossessed. Pedro. They need to start sparking an opportunity, and this might be it. Good run here. Gillespie, haven't seen a lot of her recently. Ball through the middle, unlucky. Oh, unlucky there for Stalker. Beautiful run. Becca Leski, dangerous player. Nice cross. And Stalker got there, but just couldn't quite control it and get it heading in the direction in which she wanted, which would have been the back of the net. So let off there for United, and promising attack from Taroona. Look to build again. Another long ball through. They like that method. Dickinson on running the angles. It's going to be okay though. Becca Leski plays it back to Aiton. Aiton from distance. Thinks better of it. Back to Becca Leski, back to Aiton. Dee Murray is working very hard there. Like I said, it's just great to see a striker putting that much effort into defence. That's what sets her aside. Olivia Dee Murray, all that experience that I talked about. Sometimes strikers can be a little bit tardy on that part of their game. Opportunity here for Taroona. Hill just blasted out of there. The skipper. Terrific play. Diffusing that attack. So important to this defensive structure, particularly in light of Danielle Gutton's absence, as I mentioned earlier. Gutton out with a broken leg. Big hole in this United side. Obviously wishing her well for a quick recovery. Quickly played. Smith. Good around her. Hill just keeps it out. Nicely done. Linesman, the referee pointing in different directions, so that's always problematic. Linesman's now in agreement with the referee, which is good. United in control of the ball. Deflection. Taroona calling for a sub. Alice Riley really ready to come on. Looks like Evelyn Aiton making way, number 19. She's been good. She's had a nice battle with the Moraes. And now Riley stepping into the fray. United throw. United in attack. Dee Moraes on the ball. Dispossessed. Dangerous. They don't quite clear it. It's always dangerous with her up there. She's just reached the place so well. 17 minutes gone in this second half. Still 2-0 to Launceston United. No addition to that half-time score as yet. United attacking at the moment. Strong breeze at their back. Another United throw. See that breeze picking up. The corner flag's giving you a bit of an indication of how strong it's getting. Playing from the river end of the ground. River Nice and close to the ground here at Birch Avenue, North Esk. And at a pretty good level in the last couple of weeks with all that rain we've had. 70 mil here in Launceston not last week, the week before. But last week, a week of frost and sunshine. So certainly helping dry things out here at Birch Avenue. Ground in pretty good shape. And that breeze is making sure that there's no dew on the ground at the moment. Rain forecast for later this evening. Nicely done, Pedro. Got Smith on a hammer. Nice long ball up the touch line, but out. She'll have a throw. Dickinson with a long throw. Using that breeze. Di Moraes pops up, collects it, and runs across field. She's going to cut inside here. Beautiful run. Atavi again. So we're seeing Isolina Atavi in her nightmares tonight, I reckon, Olivia Di Moraes, because every time she gets an opportunity, Atavi's there in front of her. Atavi's just doing a terrific job keeping Taroona in this. It's still 2-0. As I said, could easily be 5 or 6 if some of those shots had got through the keeper. Ball sits up. Nicely done by Hill. Nice work there from Taroona. Trying to create something. Dickinson at the back. Jade Goody on a hammer. Goody, important player in this Taroona lineup. Again, tries that long throw to give Di Moraes something to run onto. Played back to Atavi. Change the angle then, but she's come back this way. They're overloaded on this side of the field. Taroona needs to get the target though. Duff chops it off. Riley. Taroona ball. They'll play it quickly. Throw to Dickinson an advantage. Dickinson will take it back to the keeper. Goody running through to provide some pressure, but ball goes out the other side. I need to keep this in here, I suspect. Mitchell. Nice work from her. All goes through. Sets Di Moraes a mission using that speed. Beautiful run. Deflection. Great pace. Good to see that on show there from the Brazilian. Good ball control and pace just makes it so hard to defend. Taroona play down here in back play. Cop one above the ankle, I think. The referee's waving on the trainer. See some magic spray at hand there, so hopefully that's enough to correct the injury. He's taking the opportunity to grab a drink. Rum and Coke might be their preferred beverage this evening on a cool evening, but they're settling for Powerade and water at the moment, I reckon. Certainly pushing for a score, but just can't quite get there at the moment. Played over 20 minutes in this second half. Score still 2-0. Rob Soward at Kemlick Park, Birch Avenue, Newstead. On a now windy, wintry Launceston evening. Rain forecast later, but it's stayed away so far, thankfully. And those two first half goals from Di Moraes and Avens, the difference at the moment. Had some chances, Taroona, a couple of good opportunities, but holding up well at the back. Fogarty and Dickinson and Mitchell doing some good work at the back there. Smith too. Very impressed with her game. She had to change her game a little bit this year due to some injuries. She's more known, a bit more prolific in the front third of the field, but just a great defensive player. Rose Hyde had a good game as well so far. Smith's over there now ready to take this corner. So again, what can they do here? United, a goal would be a knife to the heart for Taroona. But United would certainly welcome that opportunity, I'm sure. It comes in. Nicely taken, close to the goalkeeper. A bit too close. Again, an example of that breeze just carrying the ball. Just not giving those strikers enough room to work their magic, and Atavi read that one like a book. Taroona looking to clear it out. Good tackle there. Indy Young. Taroona knocked it on. Smith at the back. Slips over at the crucial time. This could be dangerous here. Stalker. Ball at foot. Wants someone to run and make some space. Turns it back across. Dangerous position. Smith obviously by now regathering her feet. And they go on the counter down the far side. Indy Young chasing back. Riley sends it back to Atavi. Atavi will change the angle and send it out the commentary side of the ground. Murray is again applying pressure. As I said, the young players, if you're watching this, that defensive pressure is just terrific from a striker. It's an important part of the game. It's not just all about scoring goals. Sometimes applying that pressure, if you're a striker, does lead to goals. That looked like he caught a hand on the way through, and the referee agreeing. Just clipped Duff's hand as it bounced up. Riley with the free kick. Taroona side of halfway. Laser. Fun surf. Back, Riley. Muller. Goes back to Graham Smith. It's back through the middle of the ground. This is promising from Taroona. Nicely done. That next ball's the one. And a free kick though. She got clipped on the way through there. Emily Funseth. With the free kick. Fair way out, particularly with that breeze. Deflection. Mitchell. Ball bouncing back towards halfway. Foul. Amdi Moraes. Duff. Nicely done. Dispossessed. Pedro cuts back inside. Stubbs. Oh, sorry, Funseth, I should say. Nice interception there from Hill. Off on a foot race. Graham Smith there for company. Then Moraes dispossessed. Looking to build here, Taroona. Put the ball through the feet, change the angle, come out this near side. Just trying to stretch and open up that United defence. It's well set back there. It's a nice pass to Riley. She's got Dickinson reading the angle beautifully, and that's again a real good coaching point there. The defenders, Dickinson had their perfect angle on that. Looked like Riley had all the space in the world. Dickinson had the angle, and it led to a change of possession. Smith down the touch line just to open space, a bit heavy there for Indy Young. Almost approaching the half-hour mark in this second half. Still 2-0 to United. No addition to that half-time score. Ball sits up in the breeze. Always hard to read them. Dickinson did all right there. Smith, wrong side. Opportunity here for Taroona. Good save. Another opportunity. Deflection. Ball bobbling around. Dangerous position. Just blasted out of there. Oh, Dickinson. Best opportunity for a while for Taroona there. A substitution. Chloe Mongan about to come on. Number 12. Making way for her, number 10, Anna Graham-Smith. They're trying to create something here, Taroona, and almost got themselves on the scoreboard there. Laura Dickinson playing a key role in diffusing that attack after a nice save from Lexi Moyer. Dumouriez back to Dickinson, back through the middle, dispossessed. Pedro off on a run. Oh, strength. Fogarty just controlling the ball there. Beautifully done, Liz Fogarty. Bit heavy. Sets into Young a bit of a task. She's up there having a crack at it though. Taroona just using that heavy ball to their advantage on that occasion. Riley. Older Dumouriez evades a grasp. This time, Dumouriez gets around. She's got an open goal in front of her. Atavi couldn't do anything with that one. Great goal, Olivia Dumouriez, and United go up 3-0. I said it's been a heck of a battle all night between the striker and the goalkeeper, and Iselina Atavi, she's been absolutely outstanding with some terrific saves. And Dumouriez, on the other hand, terrific at creating opportunities. But on that occasion, she made the angles her own, and Atavi had no chance of pulling that one in. So as we approach the 70th minute mark here at Birch Avenue, Kemlake Park, Launceston United 3. 75th minute mark, I should say. Oh, headed up towards the goalkeeper. You might have heard that one come through the effects mic. The goalkeeper being the cameraman on that occasion. He was ready to dive out the window and save that camera from copping a knock, but unfortunately, well, fortunately for the cameraman and for us, all was in one piece. We did have one come in here one evening, and it made life pretty interesting, I'll give you the tip. Smith going the touch line. Riley on her hammer. Dumouriez again. He's got the angle on the defender. Cuts inside, beautifully done. Gets it back to Dumouriez. Looking for a hat-trick. She's upended. Referee says play on. Smith gets a fair bit on that. I think that might have copped a deflection on the way through. It did. Be a corner. Dumouriez down in the box. That was just really nice to see. Two defenders trying to control her. And they did a pretty good job in the finish. Got a substitution coming up here. Number 12 coming on for Launceston United, Laura Fulton. And who have we got coming off? It looks like Tia Bennett. Over 10 minutes of regulation to play here at Kemlake Park. Launceston United 3, Taroona 0. Taroona searching for a goal. Been unlucky on a couple of occasions, denied on their last foray forward. Some good goalkeeping and some good defence from Laura Dickinson on the rebound. Nice ball through there. Dickinson will play that back to the keeper. As to clear it out, she had Riley breathing, I should say Stalker, approaching at pace there. That could have ended in a bad manner if you're a United fan. Taroona pressing. Certainly one of the things I like about the Taroona game is that it's a full 90-minute and extra time effort. They really throw everything into it. Pretty easy when you're down 3-0 to put the cue in the rack. It's not this Taroona side. They're well drilled, well coached, and some real good developing players. Sometimes you do lose a bit, learn a bit in defeat. I'll see on the camera the rain starting to fall here at Kemlick Park. A little bit earlier than forecast. It was meant to be a bit later this evening. I'd hoped it would hold off. Deflection. Get out there by Taroona. Coming down in shoots. Dickinson just gets a boot on that. Stops Goody getting away on that occasion. Throw to Riley. Moves it on quickly. Ball on the far side there now. Young tries to keep it in. Does well, does really well. Creates the opportunity for Di Moraes. Using your pace and acceleration. Ball at foot. Atavia again. Di Moraes gets another chance cleared off the line. Beautifully done. Great passage of play from both teams. Really nice passage of play there. The offensive attacks and then the defensive intent. Both sides can get a pat on the back for that one. Over 80 minutes here. Kemlick Park, Birch Avenue. You might be able to see that rain on your screen coming in. Start of a fairly nasty bit of rain ahead for Launceston this evening. The Weather Bureau are correct. The rain in it. 25 mils the call. So we certainly don't want the 25 mil to fall here in the next 10 minutes while we're playing this out.
Easy ball, come on, heads up.
Just a nuisance at the moment. It'll make that ball skid. A bit of moisture on that playing surface. Certainly make it a bit harder for the goalkeepers, that's for sure. And potentially for the strikers running onto the ball too. Just being able to read that as that ball skids on pace. Dickinson with the throw. Time clock, the friend of the Launceston United team at the moment. One's out of the back of the hand, Laura. Didn't go on with the arm in cricket parlance. Quickly taken by Taroona. Change the angle, try and find a weakness in this defence. Smith almost picked a pocket. That could have been disastrous. Di Moraes. Orange shirts all in front of her there, but Pedro, nicely done. Nice turn there. Well done, Emily Funseth. They maintain possession, Taroona. Riley. Chewing up the time, United. And about 6 minutes or so of regulation to play. Nice little tap on there. Smith just blasts that out. She might have conceded a corner there, I think. Eagerness to get that out. She didn't quite work the angle on the clearance. And no, hang on. Oh, it might be a throw. No, it is a throw. She's done well. She's kept it on the right angle. Smith wins it. Got Riley there. Dickinson just blasts it down the line again. Just chewing up time. Times their friend Launceston United with that 3-0 lead. Rob Soward here at Birch Avenue, closing stages of this one. About 5 minutes left to play of regulation, and Launceston United up 3-0. Riley, nice run, got Hill for company. Hill, she's had a crack of a game, the skipper. Defensive intent's been terrific. Never leaves anything in the tank, this Catherine Hill. Been doing this for a while, and brings a lot to this United defence. As I did note earlier, no Danielle Gunton, meaning that players like Hill have just got to give a bit more than the normal 100% that they give. And she's certainly done that in spades tonight. Taroona changed the angle. Again, as I've said, they just show so much character this side, the way they fight things out and battle on. Trying to create some opportunities. Good run there. Funseth tries to create something. Opportunity here for Bekleski. She's got blue shirts all around her. Just couldn't quite get the angle and the space she wanted. Hill in the right spot. Sees it out over the end line. That'll be a corner. Still spitting here at Birch Avenue. Rain a little bit lighter than it was a few moments ago. Corner here for Taroona as we're inside the last 5 minutes of regulation. Nice ball in. Just blasted out of there. Ball stays in. But not controlled and back to the keeper. So score there for Taroona on that forward foray. It's a good reading of the play there from the Taroona attacker. Runs into some open space. Hill diffuses it. Sent out there wide. On that occasion by Isabella Duff. Quickly taken by Taroona. They're running out of time. Be one of the matches of the century, I reckon, if they can pull 3 goals back in 5 or 6 minutes. Working hard though, like I said, a lot to like about the way they play the game, Taroona. They certainly run the game out well, and getting some games into these younger players are really important in their development. Talked about their junior side getting through to the semi-finals of the statewide cup, the underage division, which is terrific. A bright future for them. It's really important for these developing sides, just keeping their players together. You look at the Devonport Strikers of the world, it's something they do every year so well, and sprinkle a couple of imports in there and they just go from strength to strength. United, developing team also. Opportunity here for Taroona. Bekaleski gets hold of that but just sends it wide. Asking the question of the referee, and he's saying that's a corner. Got the blue boot on the way out. As I mentioned before, having these imports here in Fogarty and De Marias will be just terrific for these younger players. They ran a terrific seminar here a few weeks ago. The imports sharing their knowledge with the Launceston football community. Cleared out by Dean Moraes. Nice run there. Laura Fulton. Substitute today, Laura Fulton, but always, again, players that give 100%. She's one of those every time we get the opportunity to see her here at Kemlake Park. Not long to play here, I wouldn't think. Toe forward there from Bekaleski. Hill sends it back to the keeper. Moyer sends it out wide to Mitchell. It's Duff to Mitchell. Pedro sits it up in the breeze. Just stopped on Bekaleski. All back through the middle. Bit of a foot race here. Dickinson got 2 to beat. Competitor Laura Dickinson doesn't like to lose those. Funseth plays it back through the middle. Pedro and changes the angle, sends it out wide the other side. Bit of a foot race on. Young. That's a United ball. Referee will be adding on a couple of minutes, I'd imagine. I don't know if there'll be too much time. We did have one injury stoppage with a Taroona player down for a couple of minutes. The magic spray alleviated that. Referee looking at his watch now, so we might get 3 or 4 minutes of time added on. Reyes offloads it. Dangerous ball. Sends it goalwards, and that's 4. Great strike. She's been threatening to do that all night, has Lucy Smith. And she's on the score sheet. So Launceston United 4, Taroona 0. Beautifully worked piece of play there. Dean Murray is involved in that. Lucy Smith, as I said, a different role this season, playing more in the back part of the field. On that occasion, finding herself getting forward and using all that guile and strength she has to put that one into the back of the net. So 4-0 as we head into time added on. As I said, potentially 3 or 4 minutes here, I would think. Happy evening for United. They won't want to concede one here in the shadows of the finish, I wouldn't suspect. Goody lays it back through the middle. Got Bekaleski there with her. They've shut her down this evening well, the United defence. Back to Funseth. Lays it back inboard. Hill. Oh, not where she would have wanted it on that occasion. Laura Fulton. I think that's a corner. No, just on the, must have just clipped the chalk on the sideline on the way through. Hill goes to clear it out. Smith just boots it out of there. Only as far as Stubbs. She had quite a second half, Molly Stubbs. She was terrific in the first half. Looked dangerous going forward. Be a Taroona ball. Couple of minutes to go, I reckon. Referee not looking at his watch yet. Di Moraes, deflection, that's off the hand, I thought, but no. Play on. Pedro gives it, gets it back. Nice run. Sends it down the sideline. United set up well in the middle. Corner. No. Hit corner. A goal kick, sorry. I misread the signal. So they've got all the time in the world here, United. Just joined us. We're in the extra time added on here at Kemlake Park, Birch Avenue. Launceston United 4, Taroona 0. The 4 goals coming through the agency of 2 for Olivia Di Marias, 1 each for Willow Avens and Lucy Smith. Trying to find something. Like I said, they always work and run out this 90 minutes. Riley. Good work there. Liz Fogarty. Ray has a look at his watch. Rain's disappeared, which is good. Certainly not long to play here. Tavi will round that one up.
Good. Yeah, she's your player there. Good. Good.
Opportunity again here for Becca Lesky. She's got Dickinson in front of her. Can't get round her. Has to play it back. Gives it to Funseth. Dickinson dispossesses it back through the middle. Loose pass. Opportunity here for Schultz. Ball shits nicely there from Mongan. Ball played into the box. I'll just see that out. Again, as I said, they're just playing this out to Taroona. You'd think they were up 5-0 or something, the way they just acquitting themselves here. They're great to see developing side do that. Ball comes in. Dangerous spot. It's a handball. Very, very clear. Referee signalling that now. So they'll have an opportunity to get on the score sheet. Fogarty can't quite believe it. Referee's just gesturing to her what's happened. United bench not pleased with the call, but Emily Funseth will have a chance to put Taroona on the board. And Lexi Moyer will be doing her best to make sure that doesn't happen and that the clean sheet is kept in the absolute shadows of full time. Funseth versus Moyer. Taroona on the board. Taroona on the board. Launceston United 4, Taroona 1. Handball in the area. Referee looking at his watch. And that's full time. So a mighty effort from United. 2-0 lead at half time, adding 2 goals in the second half, and Taroona getting on the sheet in the dying seconds of this one with a penalty for a handball in the area. So we'll hear from the 2 coaches shortly. Rob Soward signing off for the moment. Kemlake Park, Birch Avenue, Launceston United 4, Taroona 1.